Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of the Voron 2 series. I'm going to start with the display. So here it is, it's now finished. And the power skirt is now printed and finished as well. So we can actually work on other stuff. You might have seen some belts in the previous shot. Well, I wasn't done with it, but now I'm done. So all 4 Z idlers are now in place. 2 episodes ago you might have noticed that I had grey printed versions of these. Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to use them or not, but I decided to just go with black. The reason is the accent parts in the inside are already just black, which means, I decided to keep everything inside black. It also makes reprinting parts easier, and if I start exploring exotic materials, it will also make finding colors easier as well. So yeah, that's kind of the reason. But on the exterior, as you can see, I am using grey, so I definitely have some accent parts, just not in the inside. So now it's time to mount the bottom deck plate. I didn't do that yet in the last episode, I just did the side panels, so it's now time to cut that. And I need to make cutouts for the Z idlers because they extend into the bottom electronics chamber. I'll cut that, stick the insulation on it, and put it here, and we'll see how it looks. And the way it stays in here, by the way, is with the skirts. Skirts are a little larger than flanges, and that's what keeps them in place. So we'll see how that goes. I think the flanges are 5mm thick. I should have adjusted that, but I didn't. The panel I'm using is 4mm thick. So yeah, there could be some problems with that as well, but again, we'll see when we get to it. I cut the panel, stick the insulation on it, and then put it in place. Used rubber tape on the sides for the distance. It's 2mm thick. I needed 1, so it's kind of perfect. It's putting some pressure on it. And I also mounted the power skirt. And this is how the power skirt looks from the side. I think it looks pretty nice. But yeah, this is how it looks from the top, and well, I'm not too happy with this either. So this is the thing we're going to fix next. The thing is, it's really difficult to cut this insulation, so the sides didn't end up looking that great. And then there's this split, which is because I didn't have enough insulation. I probably should have prepared for that, but oh well, the bed will cover most of it anyway. But at least I want to fix the sides, so I'm going to design something kind of like these, flanges. So it will probably screw here and then just cover a few millimeters, which is enough. So at least the ugly sides won't be visible. And this is the design I came up with. This is the bottom side. I also have a set for the top as well, but I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, this is the design. And don't worry about the screws here. I just have the wrong version open. I forgot to save it, but I have the STL, so don't worry about it. But anyway, it consists of these pieces, and this is also the same as these. And for the corners, I have something like this as well, so that I can wrap around the idler, just so the thing is a bit more complete. And this is where the bed mounts. So there's a 20mm gap here, and there is this long piece that barely fits on the Voron Zero's bed when I put it diagonally, but at least it fits, so I don't have to separate it into 2 pieces. And yeah, this is the design for the bottom side. As I said, I did something similar for the top side as well. And yeah, with this one, just imagine that there are mirrors of this on this plane and on this plane, so it wraps around. And yeah, this is the design there. So this is where the belt goes up, and yeah, I just realized something. Sorry for that pause. I'm going to add a little slot here so I can mount this without getting rid of the belts. But other than that, this is the design. And similarly, there are these pieces. With this one, there is no bed mount, so it will consist of 4 equal length pieces. And yeah, that's the design there as well. So I'm going to fix this, and I'm going to start printing these, and later in the video we will see these mounted. But before that, I want to work on the door, so let's do that. So now it's time to finish the door, except the handle. For that I have all the printed parts here, again except the handle, so I guess let's just get to mounting it. The two panels will mount to these two slots. The reason for two panels is for better insulation, and yeah, all of the parts are here, so I guess I'll just get to it. I finished the door. As you can see, the double polycarbonate panels are now in here, and I also removed the PVC seals from here. They'll be back, don't worry. It's just about the handle situation I explained in the last episode. I can't get a grip on it, which means if I close this with the PVC seal, it will be really difficult for me to open the door again. So that's why I removed them, but they're coming back. And yeah, I think this looks pretty nice. I probably should have cleaned this before. Hopefully I didn't get anything inside the double panes, but I don't know for sure right now. But I don't think I did. And yeah, it's done. I also did this, use this channel cover stuff on the front. I think this looks pretty cool compared to just the slot in the extrusion, but I still haven't fully decided. I just did the front door with that. Didn't do any of the sides because I don't have enough of that, but yeah, if I decide to do this stuff, I'll buy more of them. I know where I can buy them. And yeah, if you have any opinions that you can let me know, but I think it looks pretty cool, so I don't know, we'll see. If I don't end up doing it for the sides, I'll definitely remove it from here as well, just to keep things consistent, but yeah, we'll see. I did the wiring of the bottom electronics chamber. Well, most of it anyway. Need to run 2 more wires from here to this terminal, and 2 more wires need to be run to this. So yeah, you can see the layout here. These 3 are the live, neutral and earth from top to bottom, and this big terminal is for the wires that will run to the top electronics chamber, so 12 volt, 24 volt, 5 volt, ground, and the 2 wires for SSR control that go all the way here. And SSR's output plus the other 2 will run to this, and from this it will run to the bed board, the bed PCB, and from the bed PCB it will run to the bed. I just needed a different block here because I didn't have a terminal block that was wide enough, but yeah, that's the reason. Well, all of the components are mounted to the tapped holes in the composite panel. So for the terminals and the SSR it's M4, for the smaller power supplies it's M3, and for the big power supply I had to create some 3D printable designs for that, and they're M5 because I didn't want to use M4 and didn't feel like using M3 either. So yeah, there are 3 different sizes as a result, but who cares. And yeah, this is the layout. You'll notice that this area is empty. Now this is just an idea, and I haven't decided if I'm actually going to do it or not, and even if I do it, it will be in the long run, not anywhere near now, but maybe, possibly a chamber heater could go there. And since I have all of the mains wiring here, it would be easier to wire it here. But yeah, as I said, that's not a thing, that's not a plan right now, it's just something I'm considering, so, you know, don't be surprised if I don't do that ever. I mounted the bed back on its extrusions and mounted the whole assembly here, so that's now also ready as well. And I did most of these insulation covers, or whatever you want to call them. So the bottom side is almost done. I need to do the corners. I'm on my 56 billionth revision on those, but they'll eventually be done. And I need the center one here, which is just about printing. It should fit. And I also did like a third of the top ones as well, so the corners and part of the side ones are finished. I'll put up a picture of that because I don't think I can film that. I also cut the top deck panel and mounted it here, but I did a terrible job at measuring these. Basically what I did is, idiot me, measured it from the outside of the extrusion, so they're about, because this extends 5 millimeters into extrusion, so -5, it's about 15 millimeters too wide on every angle on it. I'll definitely replace this. I don't want these big gaps on this. Like, yeah, that, like the designers of the Doom Cube are even concerned about the small gap here. This is a huge gap and it will be problematic, so Yeah, as I said, I'm definitely going to fix this, and it will be fixed in, I don't know, 2 or 3 episodes, something like that. Right now I still want to get this thing working again, but yeah, I'll definitely fix that. And I also did PCB back here. This is the same PCB I used to use on my V2 before this mod as well. So I connected the bed to this, the thermistor, the bed PT100, which I never used up to this point, but I may in the future, and the Z limit switch, and the bed power connectors and grounding as well. So these are just connected together, so from here it will run to the bottom electronics chamber and connect to the terminal for the bed heater. And this, which is a DB9 connector, it will run through this cable up to here, which we will have the breakout PCB, and yeah, from that it will break out to the control boards. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I think I did as much as I can. Today is Friday morning, so yeah, not much I can do. I don't want to upload this video a few hours late like I did last time. In the next episode, we will work on the electronics on the top chamber, a temporary setup for that, because eventually, as I explained, I want the Enraged Rabbit Project carrot feeder and Nevermore air filter here. But right now, anyway, I'm just trying to finish the Doom Cube, so yeah, we will have a temporary setup here. We will also do the side panels, as I showed them in the last episode. They're basically ready, so I just have to mount them. But yeah, for that I'm waiting to finish these, that's why they're not mounted yet. Once I'm done with these, I'll mount them, and yeah, that will be in the next episode. I'll also have to make a small cutout for the cables for the PCB here, and do the routing according to that. In between the episodes, I'm going to replace the Z motor mounts that came from that terrible 3D printing company, which they're just really brittle, and the one here broke, and the one here is cracked, so yeah, I need to replace them. I'll do some of the skirts as well probably in the next episode, but I don't know if I can finish all them. It really takes forever on my Voron Zero, but yeah, we will see about that. I'll obviously also mount tool head back on there, and I also have to drill a hole on this panel as well for the umbilical wiring, so there is still a decent amount of stuff to do. And in the next episode, I definitely plan to get this thing working, assuming Murphy doesn't strike again. And yeah, we will see this printer working. In the long run, as I said, I want the Enraged Rabbit project, the Nevermore air filter. I need to redo the lighting here. I used to have some brackets that I mounted a long time ago, and I want to reuse the same LEDs. I just need to design a mount for that. And yeah, we'll also do some other stuff probably on the Doom Cube as well eventually that I can't think of at the moment, but as I explained, this is it for this video. But before I end, I want to remind you that tomorrow is Voron Day, and they said they will do a live show tomorrow. Traditionally those shows were on Doc's channel. I think it's Doc's on Misadventures and Melting Plastics, so I'm going to link that in the description below. And if they change it to Nero's channel or something like that, I'll post a comment or update the link, or whatever it is. They said we have 0 reasons to miss it, which probably means they will announce the next Voron 0 version, Voron 0.1. So yeah, it will definitely be interesting, and definitely watch that if you're interested in Vorons. As I said, I'll link it in the description below. But as I also said, that's it for this episode, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like down below, and thanks for watching.